Grade 12, English. Page 114. Unit 10. Why improve communication skills? Communication skills are the abilities to convey our ideas, feelings, attitudes, perceptions, wants, needs, knowledge, etc. in a precise and lucid manner in accordance with the intention of the person communicating the message, either in the spoken or written form, face-to-face or via communication devices, such as phone, email, and video conferencing. Since communication is usually a two-way interaction between two or more persons, one must also include listening and reading skills among the communication skills. Communication is not just merely using words. Spoken communication also involves the use of a variety of features to express different nuances of meaning, such as body language, which includes facial expressions, posture, gestures, tone of voice, eye contact, proximity between speaker and listener, etc. On the other hand, written communication exploits choice of word, order of words, sentence patterns, the sound system of the language concerned, the organization of texts, size and design of letters of the alphabet, etc. to gain specific communicative effects. In addition, an interpretation of human communication is made more complex due to the fact that more than one meaning can be conveyed by a single utterance, and indirectness is frequently used to communicate different shades of meaning, including the opposite of what is said. Moreover, such nonverbal features as the style and color of one's clothes and hair, and for women and some men, the use of certain kinds of jewelry, makeup, lipstick, perfume, etc. may be employed to subtly convey information about the personality of a person. There are many reasons for communication skills to have come to be regarded as a vital life skill in the 21st century. Firstly, it would be extremely difficult to fulfill even our most basic needs and wants, as anyone who has had the experience of traveling in a foreign country whose language he or she does not know will attest to. Secondly, just as our appearance creates the first impression, so does the way we speak and write. Thirdly, communication skills are important in our social dealings, both within the family as well as with friends, acquaintances, and strangers, as they can improve relationship or worsen it. Fourthly, good communication skills are required by many jobs, especially those that relate to dealing with the public, whether it is the position of a salesperson or that of a CEO, as seen from the many job advertisements in newspapers. Fifthly, the higher the position of a person, the more expertise he or she will need in communication, as he or she has to interact with a wide spectrum of people, including those from other countries and cultures, in different situations. In Myanmar, with the advent of market economy, expansion of micro, small and medium enterprises, growth in employment opportunities, increase in young people pursuing higher education both at home and abroad, and greater interaction with foreigners and foreign countries for business, tourism and other purposes, effective communication, including the ability to use a foreign language, especially the English language, and the ability to translate and interpret, has risen to the forefront of the skills much in demand these days. On the other hand, with more parents going out to work and reduction in the number of extended families, there seems to be less opportunity for young people to communicate with people of different generations or to receive their guidance on how to converse appropriately. This situation is compounded by the fact that a lot of young people in cities spend more time with their cell phones playing games and surfing the net than talking with other people. It is my impression that young people need to be trained to overcome their shyness and reticence to talk with persons of different generations and to make appropriate use of the polite forms traditionally used in conversing with older persons and more formal contexts. Some people have the gift of being able to communicate effectively, but some do not. However, this does not mean that it cannot be developed. The place to begin training young people to develop communication skills is the home. It is important that parents talk with their children as often as possible, not only to stay connected with them but also to develop their language skills. Through parental talk, children can enrich their stock of vocabulary and sentence patterns and at the same time, develop critical thinking, satisfy their curiosity about their surroundings, and expand their knowledge about the world around them. When children are old enough, parents should begin teaching them to use more polite language. The goals of schools and universities should include the promotion of effective communication, as it is not just a vital life skill as pointed earlier, but because it is also a skill that will bring academic success. Communication skills can be taught as part of the Myanmar and English language courses, or it could be integrated in all the subjects that students have to study. The latter has the advantage of giving more opportunity to use communication skills by students across the curriculum and also strengthening linkage among knowledge, cultural norms, thinking and communication, which are crucial not only for students but also for those in employment. Below are some of the prerequisites for developing communication skills. 1. Overcoming shyness, brevity, and reluctance to talk, so that one can interact with both people one is familiar with as well as strangers. 2. Being aware of the audience, age, gender, job, status, interest, educational background, knowledge, etc., to adjust the style of one's language and topics. 3. Being aware of the setting, the place, and the occasion where the interaction is taking place, to make one's communication appropriate to it. 4. Having relevant knowledge, vocabulary, and structure to interact on a wide range of topics. 5. Making one's communication informative, so that it will be worth paying attention to. 6. Being aware of how much time is available, in order to adjust the length of one's interaction. 7. Making one's communication relevant to the topic being discussed to maintain the attention of one's audience. 8. Making one's communication well organized to make it comprehensible to the audience. 9. Giving turns to talk to one's listeners, so that one will not be regarded as dominating the interaction too much. 10. Giving examples, relevant to the topic and participants, and injecting a bit of humor, when and where appropriate, to make the interaction interesting. 11. Using polite language to show one's regard for one's audience and to create rapport. 12. Using appropriate tone of voice, body language, gestures, and posture to enhance the interest of the audience. In order to promote the above-mentioned qualities in students to enhance their communicative skills, schools and universities will need to give sustained attention to their development. Schools will need to create a culture of interaction from the very first day students enter school. Teachers should begin their training on communication at the lower primary level by asking students questions and by answering their questions patiently and maintaining young children's eagerness to talk.